So yesterday we had the privilege of going to Syracuse, New York, because we wanted to go and check out the New York State Fair. Very grandiose of a fair, larger than any other fair in the state of New York, and very apparent. The week before that, last week, I think we were in Columbia County Fair, something like that, in Chatham, New York area. But this is the Fair of all fairs in the state of New York, and it's from August the 20th to September the 1st. So I know we wanted to go last year, we didn't make it happen, so I said let's finally go. But anyway, we go to the fair. Man, there's a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people, parking lots full, $12 for parking, $8 per person to get in for admission, etc. And just a smooth process to go through security, yada, yada, yada. Expositions, inside buildings, people selling and promoting their products. There's rides, animals, everything. So just a large event. And I kept asking myself, what do they do with that space when the fair is not going on? So if this fair is for 2 weeks out of the year, what else happens? So I gotta do my research on that. But anyway, after the fair, we wanted to check out Syracuse University as well as the downtown area to get a vibe on how Syracuse really is. So it was a 10-minute drive from the fair on the highway to go to Syracuse University. It looks really, really good. And some areas around the university is hilly. So once you're on top of the hill, you get to survey the campus, and it looks really, really nice. I'm talking about really nice campus, and you could expect that because for them to have a large basketball program, for example, the resources that it brings to the school, one would suspect that it looks really nice, and that was the case. But anyway, after that, we drove 8 minutes to the downtown area. Now, as we exited off the ramp of the downtown area, you could tell there's a lot of changes going on in the area, because if you look to the left, it looks like public housing. Not large project buildings that we have in New York City, but the 1-2 stories that they have in like upstate. And a lot of upstate places, some places in the South have like 1 or 2 story public housing. And then to the right, brand new hospital, cancer center, VA hospital, children's hospital. And as you keep driving, like they have a cool downtown area, way better than Albany. It doesn't even compare, way better. And I would say, this is a large statement, but it's true, Syracuse so far has the best looking downtown that I've seen. I ain't gonna lie to you, than most cities around the country, but if we stick into New York State, let's exclude New York City, that's its own thing. It has the best downtown than any city that I've been to in New York State so far. And the only thing is there weren't people outside. So this is the question I want to pose to people that live in Syracuse, but a broader conversation, because I've been seeing this trend all around the country where the downtown areas have been looking dead. Not sure if it has to do with, I don't know if COVID had anything to do with, the drop in a lot of places, because a lot of businesses closed, the recovery to get back. I think COVID did do a number. Now, I didn't even think about that. But even these couple years later, I think there's still an issue, because there was a major shift to people doing stuff online, being online and watching videos and stuff, that maybe people aren't going outside. So that's my one theory. Another theory is, could it have anything to do with the weather? I don't think that could be it, because certain people don't care that it's cool. Like, a lot of people like that fact that it's getting cool, because as we're being ushered into fall, early in the day, late in the day, it's starting to be cool. But there's people who don't care about that. So I don't know, but that could be a theory. It could be weather, or could it be that a lot of people have left these areas for bigger cities? Because I think that was another thing during the pandemic too. Well, it depends. But I think a lot of people, they get educated in Albany and in Syracuse, and they create a brain drain. And with their degrees, they're going off to a bit larger cities to get bigger money. And then now these places look destitute. It looks dry, right? So I'm trying to figure that out. So if you're from Syracuse, let me know. Could it be the time? You know, it was only 7:30. College students normally party starting at 10:30-ish. 10:30. Some people do that, and some people go out at midnight. So could it be the case of it was too early? I'm not too sure. So I want some feedback on Syracuse, but on a larger context, it's happening all over the country. If it's not a large city like a New York City, a Boston, I wouldn't even say LA too. If it's not a larger city, a lot of times, right now, things are dead. So get back to me on that, on what's the theory on why it's dead. But besides that, in terms of the aesthetic, Syracuse, the downtown looks amazing. It can rival a lot of cities in the country. Real talk. When we talk about the downtown area, and it has some size. Like, it's not just like 3 blocks. It has some size. If it was packed, if there was a lot of people just with the size that they have of the downtown area, it would be crazy. All right, so get back to me on that.